I really grew as a person.
It was one of the best decisions I've ever made, period.
It opened my eyes.
It was the most fun I ever had.
This is Study Abroad.
There's only one person that I live with, and her name is Daniela. She's very, very sweet. Some people have like an entire family. I just have a host mom. And it's really cool because we have a small apartment and I can go and come as I please, and she's very sweet. Like last night we had dinner together. I came home and she's like, do you have hunger? Are you hungry? And I'm like, oh yeah, can I eat with you? And she's like, oh yeah, of course. So it's very comfortable and very cozy, and it's not too far from IES, and it's a good place.
I'm living in a house, actually, yeah, with a family, which is nice. So it's a mother, and is a single mother, and her 2 children who are 18 and 12 going on 13. So it's interesting living with a teenage boy because I don't have brothers, and I'm the youngest, but it's really cool, and the neighborhood is really family oriented. There's a lot of green, which I didn't expect. There are a lot of trees, a lot of houses, which I definitely didn't expect coming to Germany, and especially not to Berlin, because Berlin I thought it was gonna be super metropolitan, probably live in an apartment, so it's cool.
Obviously I've loved it. My host mom actually comes from East Germany, or East Berlin, so she has a lot of amazing, crazy stories about the history and what she herself was able to live through. Because she was from East Berlin, that also means she can't speak English very well, so we're forced to communicate in German only. I think that's probably the place where I have improved the most in terms of my speaking. We usually have dinner together or breakfast, and we communicate all the time, and it's always in German. And it's really nice to have that kind of home feeling while here.
My homestay is great. My host father is actually more like my host brother because he's 26. He's also a fellow university student. And then we have a third roommate who is, again, also a student. One of them is an economics major, and my host is a traffic engineering major, which just sounds awesome, and I love hearing about his classes. But it's good. It's also a very much, student apartment, dirty dishes all the time, and then we all get together on Sundays, and, it's like, all right, today's cleaning day, you take the bathroom, I'll take the kitchen.
I'm staying with an older couple. They're probably in their 50s, and I'm living in Schöneberg, which is it's a really cool neighborhood in Berlin. I think so, at least. And I think I always wanted to stay in a homestay because you really get to practice the language that way and experience how it is to actually live in Berlin.
I have a 52-year-old mom, and she's a school teacher, and then her 13-year-old foster daughter. And my host mom and I are both really into art and culture and stuff, so we've gone to museums and plays and exhibitions and all of that together, so that's been really fun.
So my host is actually American, but he was also an IES student. Yeah, he was an IES student in 2000 or 2001. And it's so great because he only speaks German with me, and he speaks flawless German. But because he has a similar perspective as me, because German was his second language, he knows why I don't know things. And so he'll tell me in German oh, that's dative, you need to change this, this is why you're thinking that, and it's almost like having spark notes for German sometimes, because he can tell me exactly what I need to know.
Right now I'm actually living with a working Berlin artist who is very involved in the Berlin art scene, and so just working through him and seeing what his everyday job is has really helped me integrate myself into the Berlin art scene as well.